when I move to a town, I always look at the library, the thrift store, and the coffee shop. But library is definitely the first place that I check out.
And I don't think I'd move to a place that didn't have a good library.
Then when we moved up here, I was like, oh, I've definitely got to get a library card. That was, I think we did that the first week we moved up here.
Ithaca is, I think, a special place because it's inviting for all types of people, and you can walk down the street and be who you are. And I think that this library is kind of at the center of that ethos.
It's great that they have such a wide array of material that we can look at, and it's all free. And I mean, as a young person, I think that's an incredible luxury.
And at my age and my small apartment, I don't like to buy books.
And talk about the concept of a shared place where, you don't have to have all these books in your house. It's not, it's not practical to me. I mean,
buy a few books, but there's no reason to have to consume when you can just borrow from the library.
I can read normal-sized print, but with great effort. And I just returned 2 large print novels. They were fabulous.
I'm dyslexic, and it's harder for me to read, so I like getting audiobooks.
We come use the computers a lot because a lot of my friends don't have computers, and this is a really good way for them to get on the internet.
I come here to do a little research, a little computer, read little books.
And when I'm in here, I often read the newspaper, and so I enjoy spending time doing that.
To find an armchair, and I read the magazines a lot.
I use a lot of the new books, and my wife uses a lot of the DVDs and videos.
Nonfiction and fiction, we use it to check out music.
I go to the reference desk. They're always very helpful, and they usually have exactly what I'm looking for.
You just see people here who I think they're just having rough times, and they realize this place is open for the community.
When I was unemployed, because this was like my hub, I would come down every day, use the internet, look for jobs, and just have a place to be, and then do whatever I needed to do downtown.
One thing about a library is a place you can come to keep learning all the time.
When I was little, I used to come here and play the learning system games.
I take civil servant exams, like for a police officer, and I get the books here.
I feel like the best way to improve your English is to read lots of books.
I've come here to get DVDs and stuff, instructional for all sorts of review, for EMT tests.
From the first grade on, I would just check books out and read them, and I spent a lot of my free time reading books. And in fact, I teach English right now.
Frequently, I use the library down here for tutoring, doing both math and science. And this was just like a really convenient meeting location.
I made friends with lots of the librarians, pages, the desk clerks, so it's a part of my community.
I belong to the Comic Book Club of Ithaca, CBCI, and we usually meet in one of the back meeting rooms.
I've met a couple people here, religiously people.
We just had story time. Yeah.
TAG is the teen advisory group. We have a book club running, and also we help plan local teen events. For example, we just had a concert.
And there's always art here, and looking at bulletin boards, and it feels more organic.
The display cases they have out in the lobby area of this library, I always kind of look at those display cases to see what's new in the community that I can learn from.
I think there is something, I would even say holy about a clean, well-lighted space, somewhere safe where people respect you.
It's a peaceful place. It's kind of like a church in a way.
The library is a favorite place for me to be, and when I'm here, I'm relaxed.
You kind of, you listen to yourself think, and you're meditating, and so it's kind of like a commiserating with all these people
who've written books that are not here.
I think a lot of people just think about the library as books.
Books.
And they don't really appreciate the resource that it is.
A place of huge, intellectual freedom, and
it's really a blessing to have a library.
The public library is a place that is the equalizer. It's the democratic equalizer. It provides equal access to information and the culture of the world.
It is definitely one of the last holdouts of the old notion of a commons.
And I think that we need to keep investing in the literacy of our communities.
A community that doesn't read is a community that doesn't think.
You can actually tell a lot about a community from their library, and this library shows the generous nature of this community. And
whatever monies the library can get from whatever sources, I don't think any of it would ever be put to waste. I think it's a tremendous stimulus for the community, provides a tremendous backbone for education for all cultures, classes, ethnic groups, whatever you want to call it. So it's really a wonderful example of democracy in action. It's a great place.